Now, what happens once we receive an offer on your home? Well, once we get an offer on your home is when the fun actually begins. Woohoo! But it can be stressful if you don't receive the amount of money that you were hoping for. But don't worry, this is why you hired a good negotiator like myself and my team. Hi, April Borst here with Arizona Best Real Estate, and I know how to properly negotiate on your behalf. It is so essential to not only get the most amount of money for your home, but also to negotiate the best terms for you. Now, once we receive an offer on your home, there's a few essential components that I actually need to do prior to meeting with you to discuss the offer. First of all, I screen all the buyers who make an offer on your home, and I do this by calling the buyer's agent and the lender to make sure that the buyer is truly qualified. I also verify funds, ask them critical questions, and I even find out how motivated the buyers are and if they're truly in love with your home. Now, during this process, I also get to learn about the buyer's agent and the lender as well. I check to see how much experience they have and if they've properly educated the buyer. It's also going to give me an idea of how it's going to be to work with both of them. Believe it or not, the buyer's agent is just as important to make sure that the transaction will close as the buyer's qualification itself. So, after checking out the buyer, the realtor, and their lender, then I'm going to meet with you to discuss the offer and review the terms. Now, I will be there to give you my advice and feedback on the offer or offers and the pros and cons of each one. But ultimately, it's going to be you who makes the decision as to which offer you choose to accept and if you choose to counter. But I'm here to advise you the whole way. Now, if we have more than one offer on your home, then I have another process that I like to go through. First, I give an offer deadline date. Then we actually do a counter offer to all the offers, and I request for them to give their highest and best offer before I even go and sit down with you. I do this generally because it might give us an opportunity to get a higher price from the buyer and maybe even better terms for you. Now, once we have all of the offers back, then I'm going to meet with you to discuss which you might like to accept or possibly counter. Now, if we're countering, the buyer can either choose to accept our terms, back out, or counter us back. If they counter us back, then you can choose to accept at that time or decline. And again, I will be there to give you advice on the pros and cons of each one. Now, if you both accept the terms, you and the buyer, then we are officially in escrow. Woohoo! You're under contract. So if you'd like to know what's going to happen regarding timelines and those type of things, then watch my video on timelines. Now, as far as the timelines for a loan, the average time frame to close on home is about 30 to 45 days, give or take. If we're dealing with somebody who put in a cash offer, it could be around 7 days or so. Again, watch my video to learn more on timelines. And as always, I'm April Borst with Arizona Best Real Estate, and I'd love to help you. So give me a call, and remember, my focus is you.